everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am here to do a layout for Christy's Beautiful Life Series 10. Now this is for day 2. I'm not 100% sure what day this is going to be able to go live, but it's for day 2, and the sketch is by Meggy Blethen, I think. Yep, Meggy Blethen. I will link her YouTube channel and other bits and pieces down below. I will also put a link to Christy's 30 Days of Sketches Facebook page because all of the sketches are available there. Now this series 10, is super special because all of the sketches have actually been made exclusively for this series by people who either participate in 30 Days sort of online or also are just part of the Facebook group and love to use sketches. So they all have been created exclusively and specifically for Christy's 30 Days of Sketches Series 10. So that's super exciting. And I had offered to make her a sketch, but she had so much interest that she had way more sketches than she needed. So that just goes to show how many people were super keen on creating a sketch for this series. Now, my interpretation of this sketch is quite liberal, shall we say. I've sort of mirror imaged the sketch. So I am creating 2 clusters, one in the top right and one in the bottom left. So as I said, the mirror image of Meggy's sketch. I've only got one photo, but it is a large 4x6 photo. And I am using my Cocoa Vanilla Studio Daydream collection, which I actually basically used up in the month of August, believe it or not. I filmed this back in August. I know, I was on a roll. So I was making all my videos for Scraptember, and then I was on a roll and I was loving creating. I was loving creating with this kit. I just pulled up Chrissy's sketches for this series and I pulled out the sketches that really spoke to me and I created with them, and I didn't check the dates that Jess has her DT videos going live. So I've actually kind of messed up some of my dates, hence why I'm not 100% sure when the video will go live. Obviously it won't be before this sketch is due to come out. So you'll be either watching this on the 2nd of October or it might be a couple of days later. So I do apologise for that. That was just my poor planning on my part. I just looked at the album and went, which sketches am I inspired by? I'm going with that. And then it turns out most of them were the same days that Jess's DT commitments are. So yes, poor planning on my part, but that's okay. So this is, as I said, the Daydream collection by Cocoa Vanilla Studio. This is the picture I took of Addison. It was actually the day after she was born. So technically it was taken on the 1st of April. She was born on the 31st of March. But it's her little kind of Hello World card that they give you in the hospital. I don't know if everybody gets those around the world, but in Australia, or at least in Victoria, they give you a little card with all the details of your child's birth. So it has like what her name is, who the parents are, where she was born, who the midwife is, or the doctor who delivered the baby, and then the date, the time, the length, the weight, and the head circumference. So yeah, super cute. Ours, I just really had to take a photo. I didn't take a photo with Lincoln's. Obviously he was taken straight to the Royal Children's Hospital and was there for 2.5 weeks. I don't even know where his card is or if he even got one, to be honest. But I deliberately took one with Addison's because it says she was born at home and the paramedics delivered her, which is not strictly speaking true. It probably should have said dad. Or at least paramedics and dad. So I probably need to update that card when I put it in her little stash of goodies. But yeah, super excited. So that's the photo. This is going in her milestone album. So I'm only just starting her milestone album. Haven't finished Lincoln's yet. Let's not talk about it. But I'm starting hers. So this was sort of the first layout that I did for that album, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm just adding a couple of tiny word strips, one to each cluster. And then I put on my title and I'm basically done. This was a super simple layout because the background paper was so amazing. And the background paper is obviously the feature with the beautiful rainbow. So I really didn't need to do much. And the sketch, you know, as I said, it's a loose interpretation of this sketch, but it is an interpretation nonetheless. That's sort of what I love about sketches. You can kind of take them in any direction, and sometimes it can just be a jumping off point to get your kind of juices flowing, and then other times you follow it like really closely. So this time around I definitely followed the kind of overall shape of the sketch, but definitely interpret it to work for where I was headed in my kind of creative brain at this point. Now I am making the title Welcome Home Addison Maeve, so that's her name, Addison Maeve, and I'm using thickers. I actually got these from Kmart of all places in Australia, which is like a cheap shop. They sell all sorts of things, and so yeah, they had, weirdly enough, they had these thickers. I actually bought 2 packs. Well, they're not called thickers, obviously, it's not the thickers brand, but they have like black, I think it's black, and then, oh no, it might be anyway, they have 2 colours. And then I'm adding my blush Heidi Swapp Colour Shine. Now I did stick these stickers down with wet glue. I edited that part out, but I did stick them down with wet glue because they weren't super sticky. Now everything will be linked in the description box down below for 30 days of sketches. To the Facebook page, there's also a playlist that will be linked down below, and anything else relevant. Obviously a link to all of Meggy's details, so she created this amazing sketch. But thank you guys for watching. I've actually got quite a few videos coming at you this month, so stay tuned. Thanks guys, bye.